The most dangerous thing you can do is be too honest. Not dishonest, too honest. There's a version of you that shares everything, your plans, your struggles, your opinions, your wins, and genuinely believes that's what good people do. And that version of you, people are quietly taking advantage of it. Today, we're going over 9 things that smart people have figured out to keep to themselves. Not because they're cold, not because they're hiding something, but because they understand something most people never will. Silence is not selfishness. Silence is strategy. And number 4, this one is going to make some of you uncomfortable because it's something you were literally taught to do since childhood. And number 6 is one most of you are guilty of right now, today, probably in the last 48 hours, and you convinced yourself it was completely fine. Here's what nobody tells you about oversharing. It's not just awkward, it doesn't just make you look needy or desperate, it actually restructures how people see you permanently. The moment you share too much, too soon, too freely, you shift from someone people respect to someone people manage. And the worst part, you usually don't know it's happening. The people who figured this out aren't mysterious or antisocial, they're not playing games. They've just learned, often the hard way, that what you keep private protects you, and what you broadcast about yourself becomes the story other people tell about you. We're starting with number 1. And I need you to pay attention to this one because it's probably happening to you right now. 1. Their next move. Smart people don't announce what they're about to do. They announce what they've already done. Think about the last time you were excited about something, a new business idea, a goal you set, a change you were about to make. What did you do? You told someone. And it felt good, right? Almost like you'd already done it. That feeling is the problem. Psychologists call it social reality. When you tell people about a goal, your brain registers the social acknowledgement as partial completion. The praise, the encouragement, the, "Oh wow, that's amazing." It gives you a dopamine hit that was supposed to be reserved for actually finishing the thing. So you announce, you feel good, and then quietly you don't do it. Smart people have figured this out. They go silent before a move, not because they're secretive, because they're protecting their own motivation. And there's a second reason, one that's a little harder to hear. Not everyone who says, "That's a great idea," actually wants to see it work. Some of them are rooting for you to fail, not out of malice, but out of their own insecurity. And when you announce your moves, you give them the opportunity to poke holes, plant doubt, and subtly talk you out of it. Silence isn't secrecy, it's armor. This connects directly to number 5, which is about something even more personal. We'll get there. 2. Their struggles. Smart people are selective about who they bleed in front of. This is not about suppressing emotion. This is not toxic positivity. This is about understanding that vulnerability is a currency, and like any currency, you can spend it wisely or you can waste it. Here's what happens when you share your struggles with the wrong person. They don't carry your pain. They carry information about your pain. And people use information, sometimes consciously, sometimes not. How many times have you confided in someone, a coworker, a friend, maybe even a family member, and later found that the thing you told them in a moment of weakness became the thing they lead with when they introduce you, or the reason they don't take you seriously? "Oh, he's been going through a tough time. She's still not over that." That's your vulnerability being used to define you. Smart people still struggle. They still hurt, they still need people, but they're deliberate. They have 1 or 2 people who have earned the right to that version of them. Everyone else gets the edited version. Not fake, just filtered. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Being selective about your struggles actually makes you more emotionally healthy, not less. Because when you protect your inner world, you stop needing external validation to process it. You build internal stability. And that stability, that's what other people experience as confidence. Number 3 is one most people get completely backwards, especially high achievers. 3. Their wins. Smart people don't perform their success, they let it speak. We live in a culture that says share everything, post the win, celebrate publicly. And look, there's nothing wrong with celebrating, but there is something wrong with using your wins as currency to buy approval. Here's what announcing every win actually signals to the people around you. I need you to confirm that I'm doing well. And the moment someone senses that need, the respect quietly drops. Not because of what you accomplished, but because of how badly you needed them to know about it. Smart people do extraordinary things and sometimes say almost nothing because the work is the point. The validation is secondary. And there's also something else happening here, something tactical. When you stay quiet about your wins, you create mystery, and mystery creates perceived value. The colleague who quietly closes deals while everyone else is talking about their pipeline, who do you think is more dangerous, more capable, more worth watching? The quiet one, every time. This connects directly to number 7, which is about something even more personal. Stay with me. 4. Their beliefs. Here's the one I told you would make you uncomfortable. Smart people don't share their core beliefs unless they're asked, and sometimes not even then. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't that dishonest? Aren't we supposed to stand for something? Yes, you are. But standing for something and performing your beliefs are two completely different things. You were probably taught, in school, at home, in church, wherever, that you should speak up, share what you believe. Don't be afraid of what people think. And that's true, in principle. But here's what they didn't teach you. The moment you announce your beliefs unsolicited, you've invited everyone to argue with them. You've handed people a map to your identity, and some people will spend the rest of your relationship testing it, poking at it, trying to change it. Smart people hold their beliefs with quiet certainty. They don't need to evangelize. They don't need agreement. Their conviction doesn't require an audience. And paradoxically, when someone with that kind of quiet certainty does speak, people listen differently. There's weight behind it, because they know this person doesn't speak just to be heard. Think about the people in your life you respect most. I'd bet most of them don't spend a lot of time telling you what they believe about politics, religion, or how the world should work. They just live it. We're halfway through. Number 5 is about something you probably do every single day, and it's slowly costing you. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, but this sounds like just shutting down and not being real, I hear you. That's a fair pushback. What we're not talking about is becoming cold, closed off, or fake. What we are talking about is the difference between authenticity and overexposure. You can be completely real without being completely open. The most genuine people you know are not necessarily the most transparent ones. Okay, let's keep going. Number 5, their personal life details. Smart people don't give the full story unless it's necessary. This one sounds simple, it's not. We have a reflex, especially in social situations, to fill silence with information about ourselves. Someone asks, "How's things?" and we give them a 5-minute download. A colleague makes small talk and we end up telling them about our relationship, our rent, our family drama. Why? Because it feels like connection. But here's the distinction smart people have learned to make. Connection requires depth, not volume. Sharing a lot of information is not the same as sharing something meaningful. In fact, oversharing often creates the opposite of connection. It creates an imbalance where the other person knows everything and has given nothing, which makes them feel uncomfortable and makes you feel exposed. There's also a protection element here that people underestimate. The less you share about your personal life in the wrong settings, work, social media, casual acquaintances, the less ammunition exists for it to be used against you. This isn't paranoia, it's pattern recognition. Smart people share deliberately. They give people enough to feel connected, not everything, so nothing can be weaponized. Number 6 builds on this, but it's specifically about something you share about other people, not yourself. And this one can destroy relationships. 6. Other people's secrets. Smart people don't repeat what was told to them in confidence, ever. This one seems obvious, but it's not about the obvious cases. It's about the subtle ones, the "I'm not gossiping but" version, the "I'm just worried about them" version, the "I think you should know" version. Every time you pass along something someone trusted you with, regardless of your intention, you are spending social capital that isn't yours. And people notice, maybe not immediately, but eventually. Everyone in your circle figures out who the information moves through. And once you're that person, the one things move through, people stop bringing you the real stuff. They give you the surface level because they know it won't stay with you. Smart people are vaults, not because they're rigid or rule-following, but because they understand that the ability to hold information creates trust. And trust, real trust, deep trust, is one of the rarest and most valuable things you can have. Number 7 is the one I mentioned earlier, the one people think is arrogance. It changed how I think about confidence entirely.
7. Their insecurities. Smart people don't lead with their insecurities. Now hear me out, because this is not what it sounds like. I'm not saying pretend you're perfect. I'm not saying don't do the inner work, don't go to therapy, don't acknowledge your flaws. I'm saying stop narrating your insecurities to people who haven't earned the right to them. Here's what happens when you do. You hand people a script that tells them how to make you feel small, how to manage you, how to position themselves above you. Most people won't use that script on purpose, but it sits in the back of their mind. And the next time there's competition, conflict, or comparison, it's right there. Smart people work on their insecurities internally or with people they deeply trust. In every other context, they project quiet confidence, not because they feel it all the time, but because they've learned that projecting it is actually the first step to building it. Confidence is not the absence of insecurity. It's the decision not to broadcast it. And here's the thing nobody talks about. When you stop leading with your insecurities, other people stop confirming them. The world kind of mirrors what you project uncertainty, and people treat you uncertainly. Project steadiness, and something shifts. 8. Their finances. Smart people don't talk about money. Either direction. Not how much they make, not how broke they are, not the deal they closed, not the debt they're carrying. And this applies whether you're doing well or struggling. If you're doing well and people know it, your relationships change. People feel entitled to your resources. Requests increase. Resentment grows quietly in people who are struggling. You become a symbol instead of a person. If you're struggling and people know it, your opportunities shrink. People stop considering you for things. Lenders, partners, employers, conscious or not, they adjust their perception of what you're capable of. Your circumstances become your ceiling in other people's minds. Money is one of the most emotionally loaded topics that exists. It activates comparison, shame, envy, and judgment in almost everyone, including people who love you. Smart people keep their financial reality close. They share it with a financial advisor, a spouse, maybe one trusted person. That's it. Not because money is shameful, because money is personal. Last one. Number 9 is the quietest one, and honestly, it might be the most powerful thing on this entire list. 9. Their growth. Smart people don't narrate their transformation while it's happening. This one is subtle, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. There's a version of personal growth that happens in public. The constant posts, the "I'm on a journey" updates, the "new me" declarations. And look, I get it. Accountability can be useful, community can be powerful. But there's a cost. When you perform your growth publicly, you start optimizing for the performance, not the growth. You start making choices based on how they look rather than how they feel. You start curating your evolution instead of living it. And then one day you realize you've been telling people about who you're becoming for so long that you forgot to actually become it. Smart people go quiet when they're changing. They disappear a little. They stop explaining. And then they re-emerge, different, quieter, steadier, more themselves. And people notice, not because they announced it, because they lived it. The most powerful transformations don't come with a content series. They come with silence, then results.
Here's what ties all 9 of these together. Smart people aren't cold. They're not playing games. They're not dishonest or closed off. They've simply learned one thing that most people spend their entire lives missing. Not everything valuable needs to be visible. Your goals are more protected in silence. Your struggles are more healed in the right company. Your wins hit harder when they're not announced. Your beliefs are more powerful when they don't need an audience. Your growth is more real when it's not performed. Oversharing isn't honesty, it's a habit. And like every habit, you can change it. You don't have to share less because you have something to hide. Share less because what's inside you is worth protecting. If this hit different, if there was something in here that made you stop for a second, drop a comment. Tell me which one landed hardest. I read every single one. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, the person who's always oversharing, always broadcasting, always giving too much away, send it to them, quietly. No explanation needed. They'll understand when they watch it.